There's no swear word in this. Checked. Where's Nikki? I can't see any. Oh, she's there.
I'm here.
Hi, everyone. Just give me the shout, Nikki, when you want me to.
I'm glad to see Rachel. She's helping me out with the next bit, so that's fantastic. So I think we should start.
Yeah. Pause. Let me press record. And then do I hand to you and you hand back to me?
I was going to do the chart. Can you? I haven't got the charts.
I will screen share.
Thank you. We can do it together if you want.
Oh, it's recording. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone. It is Monday, the 10th of June, 2019. This is your Nation Call, coming to you live from DC. I sound like a TV presenter. And lovely to see you all. And Catherine's saying something there, I can't see it. So I will look at the chat shortly. Fantastic to see you all. I hope you're all well. Apparently it's been raining the whole time in the UK. Bad luck. It has been raining here as well in DC. So this is the wonders of having an online business, is that you can check in wherever you are. I actually have better Wi-Fi here than I do at home. So I'm very excited. Carol is being literally my bestie right here, and helping very much with the slides, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you, my darling. Okay, so seeing a few people who've left stuff off, which is absolutely fine. What I shall do is get to that chart and I'll say, anybody want to unmute and say anything? So good evening, I'm your host, area manager Nikki Merchant, sat underneath the Tiffany's poster in California. Right, we are going to tell you who has just joined our wonderful team. So new independent consultants this week are Susan Jones, sponsored by Donna Reitman. Kimberly Masonville, sponsored by Nicola Bunker. Sharon Lamb, sponsored by Helen Thacker. Salma Mahood, sponsored by Fitty. Debbie Maller, sponsored by Helen Rhodes. Heidi Swift, sponsored by Sue Chalmers. And David Makeley, sponsored by Vanessa LaRue. Yay! Please unmute if you have any new consultants who are not on that chart. This is an interactive show.
Just
okay.
We've got Caprice.
Oh, she was in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did add her. Yeah, Caprice, I did add her on.
Thank you.
Caprice, sponsored by Ash.
Whee! Lovely name.
Okay. Do you want me to do anything, Nikki? Do you want to carry on?
You carry on. Is there anybody else with missing consultants there? We don't want to have anyone missing.
Yeah,
Hannah?
Rachel Kane, sponsored by myself.
Hi, Rachel! Unmute if you have any other consultants.
Yeah, we don't want to miss anyone.
Love the music. Yay!
Okay. Right, we're free to carry on. Do you want me to do the next? What's happening?
Jane and Samantha from Danny there.
Oh, bit of music for Samantha.
Okay, love you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Best decision you ever made in your entire life. I'm trying to get rid of the chat. So what is happening this week, people? We have an incredible structure every week, okay, of having like online happenings. So Monday night, 8:15, we have our team training, and 9 p.m. we have our team training, our nation training. Tuesday night, we have 8 p.m. we have success stories in Hello Future. Bye, Amy. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, live DA in Hello Future. Thursday, 8 p.m., 30 days overview. And Friday, 8 p.m., we have our product faves in the Hello Future. So on the Thursday, it's in the 30 days info group. So that is literally the backbone of your week. If you're speaking to new people add them to those groups so that they will see that there's some lives happening. So get them onto Hello Future and get them onto the 30 days information. And then when they are thinking, yes, I want to do it, then we obviously get them in the Do More page. So every 2 weeks, we have an incredible 30 Days Healthy Living program, starting the first and third Monday of every month. So we're sort of in the second week now of Jade and Lucy's group. And we've got a new one starting with Jen, I think, next week.
Yeah.
And then we have a 7-day body cleanse group starting every Monday. So that's very exciting. It's going to be me soon. Yeah, amazing product, that body cleanse. And then we've got just regular Discover Arbonnes, where the next one will be the second Monday. There's one happening in Stamford right now, I think. And there's one happening in Nottingham on Thursday this week. And then on Thursday this week, we've got one in Milton Keynes at the David Lloyd, which is being run by Edith Sabawa, an incredible new RVP, and with Danny Copolaro as well. So get to Milton Keynes, David Lloyd, if you can, anywhere near our neck of the woods. Cool. And here we have June the 18th, we've got Arbonne Nottingham. Sandy Acre. And June the 13th, we've got West Bridgeford.
Oh, something's just happened. Sorry. Stand by.
Thank you so much. You're doing a brilliant job.
Sorry, hang on. Let me go back.
Did something slip?
Yeah.
We're just going to get the charts back.
Okay.
Cool. And then we've got on June the 18th, Leicester Discover Arbonne. That's next week. And we've got one in Derby in the following week, last Wednesday of every month. Kettering Discover Arbonne on Tuesday next week, the 18th of June. And Northampton, we've already had it. We've got, look at these gorgeous girls, ladies. Fenland DA, I can't really read that. Estria and PE7. So that's Kelly, Holly and Michelle on the 29th of June, a Saturday. That's a great idea. We have Leadership Academy. I was seeing on the chat, there's something like 9 tickets left for that now. So if you haven't got your ticket for that, you've got to get your bon on, frankly. We have the incredible Victoria McHugh, NVP, speaking at that, and obviously our own RVPs and NVPs. So that will be a bone shaker, groundbreaking, lip smacking training. And you and I are hosting. Oh my goodness, I'm slightly behind.
Oh, we are. Lovely.
The 5th of August. Hooray! Woo! Amazing. We need to have a little
Gotta get to that one.
Yeah, that will be obviously amazing.
The best one so far this year.
And recognition with the quarterly incentive meal. Before that's your starter is the meal, followed by the main course, which is our training. Excellent.
So to earn the meal, you need to either promote to the next level, hit Roger Bannister 2 out of the last 3 months, or hit DM bonus 2 out of the last 3 months. So this month is your last month to try and qualify for the meal if you want to.
I think that's very generous, actually. That's a really good time, that meal. Very good. To meet, share, hear, get tips. Great to hang out with RVPs and NVPs. Oh, we've got an incredible, I saw Danny bidding for this in Vegas, and she has cleverly got the incredible Vicky Beckett, who is the head of the UK part of the business and Polish part of the business. And she's got a Zoom with Vicky in July. Again, I can't really read that, 29th of July, and it's at lunchtime. So she's obviously very, very busy lady. It's very tight. But that will be incredible. I believe that's open to everyone. Is that correct? I think so. I think Danny's on. So that will be utterly amazing. Vicky is such a lovely lady. She has been with Arbonne in the UK since the very beginning, and is such a lovely person. She has so much got our, oh, there we go. So much got our interests at heart, and it will be very interesting to hear what Vicky has to say. Who is going to see her at the Ritz? Some few people. That will be incredible. Unfortunately, I'm away. That will be utterly amazing in a couple of weeks. Well done, Jade. Amazing, 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 Danny. Right, let's crack on with this training, people. Thank you, Carol. So big round of applause for everybody. Training, recognition.
Oh, Nikki. Sorry,
Yes.
Nikki. Can I just unmute for a second? I wasn't sure if you were doing other recognition. So I totally forgot to put on, but I did want to just say, because it's amazing. So Jane Williams has already rogered. She's already done her DM maintenance by
Definitely need that. Well done.
Month. Like super, super excited for Williams area. We are like totally doing it. She's doing brilliantly. And we've got, I know we've got a couple of AMQs, haven't we, that are really pushing for completing Emily and Claire's course both this month.
Amazing. Congratulations. Anyone else do Roger Bannister?
Oh, look, we've missed a few.
I think you might have missed, there must be some other slides.
Can't get the staff.
I think we've got Andrew Danby as well, has got IC level 1.
Oh, fantastic. Well done, everyone. Any other IC bonus ones? Any other Roger Bannisters? Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Rachel, are you ready? Thank you, Caroline. Anyone else got anything to say before we move on to training? Cool. Okay, Rachel, are you here? Rachel Fitty. Where is she?
I'm here.
Okay, gorgeous. Right. Thank you, everyone. So we are here to share something very new and very exciting to help launch a incentive kind of training program and kind of a keeping us accountable kind of mission. There is a massive need to keep sponsoring in this business. Okay, it's keep filling up your funnel, keep doing that. And as multinations, we need help with this, and we need to get really accountable and really good at it. That's speaking to everyone, because that is the way you really fuel up your business. Is every month, every week, every day, you are in a consistent momentum to add new people, new and you, all the time. So we are very excited, Rachel and I, to be launching the 8 to be Great group going in July and August. So we are in June right now. This will be officially launching in July, but this is the first time it's actually been announced. So we are going to give you the details of what that actually is. Does anybody remember that from last summer? We did exactly the same program, but we've tweaked it and improved it, is basically the bottom line. So Rach, do you want to tell everyone what is going to happen?
Okay, so I am super, super excited about this because I have to say, I think this was one of my absolute favourites, sort of boot camp style. So we're obviously relaunching the 8 to be Great. So I'm going to go through a little bit about the criteria. Now, let me add, this is an opt-in. So you do not have to be involved within this if you don't think it's for you. But I personally think it is absolutely huge that you should be in this. If you are, if you're dead set on growing your business, then this is going to help. I am sure everyone that was in that 8 to be Great last year, I am almost positive that it absolutely rocketed their business. I know it did me because I think it kind of was just before the California trip got launched. And I know it massively helped me helped grow my business and then followed on. So it's an opt-in. So like I say, you don't have to be involved, but I would hugely recommend you to. And what does it mean? So basically, there is going to be a WhatsApp, but it's going to be opened nearer the time. Obviously, we're going to launch it. We're going to start like 1st of July. But that gives you for the rest of June to really think about sort of, connecting, making up new connections, to obviously then join your business. So what do you have to do within this 8 to be Great? So all we ask is, I've got all my notes written down on an envelope from a phone bill today, is read 8 pages of a book a day, which, let's face it, we should be doing that anyway, guys. Like, that is really something we should be doing every day. But also you're telling the Arbonne story to 8 new faces a week. So that can be a one-to-one in a cafe. That can be sending someone your personal DA. Can everyone hear me? I think I'm freezing.
No, you're good.
You can hear me? Oh yeah, it's all right. Everyone was freezing. That can be your personal DA. That can be doing like a product launch, a product party of 8 faces. It can be in any way that you want, just as long as you are telling that Arbonne story to 8 new faces a week. And that is it. Like 8 pages a day and 8 faces a week. Like, I'm sure last year that they did have a few little added extra tasks with each person that ran the separate weeks. I'm sure there was more. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But it absolutely really helped keep everyone on track, I feel. Also, to keep your asks, so when you're asking people, a great way of keeping a log is on your tracker. So your name, the bit right at the bottom of your tracker where you've got the spaces to put people's names. That's a great way of sort of keeping a log of everybody you've contacted. Because I know if you're talking to lots of people, it can get quite hard to sort of keep track of people. So pop the little names at the bottom and just kind of like write a little note, like who you've connected and how you've connected them with, or even using like your 40 faces sheet. That's a really great way. What else? So to complete the 8 to be great group, obviously you've got to do the full 8 weeks, so you've got to do those tasks every single week. But also to either promote yourself to the next level. So if you're an IC promoting to district, or if you're a district promoting to area promoting to region, and so on, or promoting out a direct district manager in your business. So you've got to obviously finish the 8 weeks with the 8 to be great, and you've also either got to promote yourself or promote a direct district. Does that make sense to everyone?
By the end of August.
By the end of August, yeah, sorry. By the end of August. And one thing that we have added is it's something that some of you may remember, but I know me and Nikki did because it was probably cemented in our brains, was the little tracker that they set for the Cali trip. Now, I know Danny has added it to the Do More page, so you can simply print it off. And it was just, I know probably Nikki will probably want to add on this, but it was just a really great way of like keeping your activity and like keeping in check. So obviously you're in the middle. So we had to obviously promote 4 direct districts. And then they each had to sponsor 2, doing 500 PQV in their start month. And I just thought this is a really great way. And I do tend to use this every single month just to keep my business on track and to kind of keep my runners. Because obviously you're bringing people in and, you want to work with the people that actually genuinely want to work their business. So this is just a great way. So Danny has put this on the Do More page for you all to print off. So yeah, I think that's it from me. I think I've done everything.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why Rachel and I are speaking about this is because we both earned the California trip. And the thing that's fantastic about these AIT trips, obviously we've just had one close at the end of May, is that it gets us really disciplined. So really the whole point of all of this is for each person on this call and each person who's watching this on replay or whatever, is you need to decide whether you're a product consultant or whether you actually really want to do this business. And that means earn money, move to the next level, become more in every way. Because what they say is this is not about products, this is a personal development. This is a personal development wrapped up in a personal care industry or kind of package. And when you actually say, right, I'm doing this, Arbonne designed these AIT trips perfectly to get you practicing and in momentum and doing it, because it's fantastic for your business to go for an AIT trip, and it just gets you much better at doing Arbonne, which means that you win. You just win in every way. You earn more, you earn a trip, you feel incredible, you're on all these pictures and all over Facebook doing it, and people go, oh my God, you're doing so well in your business and all of that, and all you're doing is doing what you're supposed to be doing. And the thing that was fantastic about the California trip was it was structured, like Rachel says, in a way which is actually really good to develop your business. The other ones that happen every year are really good as well, but there's something about that one for California which just was like got you really nailed down, didn't it? It kept you, it was sort of a shorter time period, and you just had to have your nose down. I mean, it was as simple as that, and you couldn't do it unless you were really, really focused and on it.
It was so hard.
Yeah, you have to work hard, and you earned it, and you really, really got treated well. I mean, it was worth it, wasn't it? I loved it because it was a small one, and it just hit me at the right time when I really wanted to kick ass, as they say. So yeah, it was 4 directs, 2 doing 500 personal. So the thing that was very clever about that as well was that the new direct district managers got into momentum straight away. So that was really good for their business rather than just sort of dropping off the edge. So, you know, the whole point of Arbonne is about duplication, and you can only teach duplication if you've actually done it yourself. And you can only do it yourself as if you actually get disciplined to do that and get into momentum. So that's what this AIT to be Great is all about. And they haven't announced whether there's actually going to be another AIT. They told us that they're not going to be doing a California Dreaming Trip. But there may be another one, like there could be a Tiffany one in New York, for example. But even if they don't do one, it's still incredible practice and discipline to actually get good at doing Arbonne anyway, particularly during the summer months, because there's a lot going on in the summer for lots of people, but there's actually huge opportunities to do really, really well with Arbonne. So, you know, knuckle down and doing it, it's just a really great way. And I think this kind of thing, this AIT to be Great, is just what we should all be doing anyway. And once you've done it for AIT, you just carry on doing it, don't you, Rach? And that's just fantastic for your business. It gives you so much of a boost, and you know, and you just keep going. That's really, really, really the point. Is it just gets you into good practice and into momentum, and gets you into the whole winning idea for Arbonne. You know, it's just getting going with it all, because the whole thing with Arbonne is talking about it, arranging your pencils and your products, booking DAs is not really doing Arbonne. Okay, doing Arbonne is talking to people. That's the 8 that we're talking about. The 8 doing the discover. That's IPA, income producing activity. You're showing people the products, but the best thing we've got here, the best product is the business, you guys. We have to talk about the business. We sell joy, we sell hope, we sell freedom, and we market the products. That's what Jerry Rosenthal said on Friday night. Okay. So, you know, when you get really clear about why you're doing Arbonne, you really need a team to do that. You can't get to region on your own. You can't get to nation on your own. So you have to get really good at duplicating, sharing the whole dream of doing Arbonne, and becoming a better version of you. So a fantastic quote that I heard from Tamlin Samuel was, how can you sell the dream when you look like a nightmare? Which is what someone said at the product training. So, you know, what it's saying there is become a product of the product, you know, do the 30 days, you know, document that and just get going, you know, improve yourself in every way all the time, working on yourself. And then you just start attracting a whole different level of people, and you really get into momentum. So it's just so clever. We have the products that will help you improve yourself so much more. There's no other business where you'll show such an improvement so quickly, because the products aren't as good, you know, and we get paid to get better as well. We get paid to shower. We get paid to look and sound even better than I mean, it's just like this whole, like, what? It's just crazily simple in that sense. Everybody in the world showers, you know, everybody in the world uses these products. Everybody in the world needs time, money, and freedom. And everybody in the world is buying toxic garbage from CVS, which is around the corner from where I am right now, or Boots or Superdrug, and they need to be educated. And the only way they're going to see it is if you're looking the part and looking amazing. And they're like, what are you using? And, you know, like, I'm using these clean products, which are utterly incredible. And that's what you do, is you just get into massive, massive, massive momentum with it. Switch your brand. That's it. That's all we do, is we duplicate that. We duplicate people doing that. So I just want to talk as well about an RVP that was on the product training. Anything you want to add to that, Rachel?
Yes, I just missed one thing off. If obviously it's going to be coming into summer months, and we do understand people are going to be on holiday, and that's absolutely fine. If people are genuinely on holiday with their families, then that is absolutely fine. You need to let the host know of that week, and you'll automatically be put into the next week. But that's not for people that are just, I can't be bothered this week, so I'm on holiday. You know, this is genuinely, if you're on holiday, fine, but it's not for just.
Yeah, Rachel's frozen. I mean, the other thing is you just froze, darling.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was it.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if we're on holiday, that's you know, a tricky one. But then maybe you do an extra 4 the week before, and you do 4 when you get back, so you do 12 either side or something. And also, you'll meet people when you're away on holiday. You never know. You might actually meet an incredible sort of rock star actually when you're on holiday, because you know you're using all the Arbonne products and sunscreen, and you know you're talking about what you do. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. So yeah. So this guy Ben at the product training was absolutely incredible. He's a new region, and he talked about the 8 rules of success with Arbonne. And we did some area training just now, and for Jade this was what stood out for her as well. So really it's a case of deciding what you want to do, and then really the 8 to be great is a fantastic way to get into momentum. And what these 8 rules of success are about is sticking to these and you win. I mean, it's as simple as that. It happens if you do these rules. And what we're always asking people is, how do you do it? What's the secret to your success? And the answer is there's never ever one thing, but it's down to these 8, okay? And they are as follows. Number 1, don't try, do. So it's that whole thing of like thinking about it, planning it, organizing your stuff. No, that's not doing, that's thinking about it. So it really is doing the do. And it's talking to, you know, 8 in every week with the Arbonne story in this particular instance. So you've really got to get clear, to get really focused and do it consistently. You've got to really know your why. But the point is, it's totally possible and it's totally worth it. So when we say your why, we're talking about not just to earn a little bit of money. We're talking about the personal reasons, what really, really, really presses your buttons, the reason that really drives you. So for some, it's about, you know, retiring their husband. It's, you know, really being able to pay bills, that, you know, having that cushion, having, you know, being prepared for impact, being totally independent, you know, from all the times you were, you know, bullied at school or whatever. You know, it needs to be an emotional reason, your real why. So don't try, do. That's number 1. Number 2, be consistent with your asks every day, whether it's 2, whether it's 3, whether it's 5, whether it's 10. The more people you ask, it's a numbers game, the more you will have success. So you need to decide what that's going to be and do that every day. Number 3, be coachable. Are you doing everything? He said. So, you know, when you listen to people when they get to region, they do absolutely everything. They do parties, they do in person, they do online, they do one-to-ones, they do stalls, they do everything. Like every single thing that you can do. You contact every single person you've ever gone back to, you know, you do literally every single thing to just peak and get over that mountain. And being persistent, and anyone can do that, meaning just keep going, literally just keep going all the time, regardless, yes, no, maybe, keep going. And being growth oriented. And what I love is was he said, you either win or you learn. So you know, if it's getting you towards where you're going, and it's that whole thing when nothing's happening, everything is happening. So if you keep sowing the seeds and you keep going out there, another thing that Jerry said on Friday night is we're farmers, you know, we keep sowing seeds like all the time. And people are watching on Facebook. So, you know, social media now makes this really, really, really possible to keep sowing the seeds and putting them out there. And you know, you have no idea who's watching, because a lot of people don't actually comment. So you've just got to keep going, you've got to keep improving, and you'll be amazed how many people actually are watching. You know, the reading, the listening, getting confident. You know, you have the power to do it. You know, for the first time ever in history, we can actually become millionaires. I mean, we truly, this is totally possible. You know, you've just got to keep sowing seeds all the time, and your level of success and the speed that you want to do that is totally up to you. And there's never been a time when that's been like that, you know, never, ever, ever. And there are people literally earning AIT in 1 month. I mean, you know, that's happening on Instagram. Number 6, have vision. The only people who can see what's possible are those that will do the impossible. So, you know, he's like, really get clear about where you're going. So you've got your why, which is like the engine of the emotional engine that gets you going. And the vision is actually really, truly where you want to be. You know, how many times a year do you want to go traveling? You know, how many houses do you want to have? You know, it can be absolutely out of the park, you know, speedboat, helicopter, you know, 8 houses in different countries, you know, 8 charities in different countries that you're setting up, you know. What is it that is your vision? And it has to be a massive one, you know, an absolutely massive one. I think a lot of the time I never had a particularly huge vision. I had a pretty big vision, but you know, when you really, really, really throw yourself, thank you, Jade. When you really, really throw yourself out there and really like, I have no time to lose. I have no time to sit around because I've got a massive business to build. I mean, like, there's literally no time. And it's really breaking the habit of being yourself. So what he meant there was like, we get so used to just being like where you always have been, or the people around you. Like, no one knows what we have here. This is totally new and still incredibly different to how most people see their lives. They're very, very, very kind of, we're trained at school to sit down, be quiet, listen, do as you're told, get a job. You know, no one's told to think outside the box. No one's taught how to really create, not how we were taught. My 14-year-old is reading Think and Grow Rich. He is watching Prince EA and like getting, his generation are totally different. But, you know, so that's why, you know, most people, the new young people on Instagram, for example, the Gen Ys and the Gen Xs the Gen Ys and the millennials are really, really storming it because they have totally different parameters on their minds. And, you know, this is all about the journey, not the destination. Get bigger with all your thoughts and create and have massive, massive dreams about what you really, 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 what really if, you know? And number 7, which is massive, is take responsibility for your business. You are in charge. You are the only person that can actually decide how far you take it and where you take it to. It's just like, you know, the places we'll go, you know, the eggs and ham guy, you know, I mean, Schultz. You know, we really are the ones who decide how this is. And one RVP was actually talking exclusively about responsibility, because as people sponsor, she said this, which I thought was profound, all the sponsor's role is to introduce them to the products and introduce them to the business, because everybody is an independent consultant. So you can do with what you will with that information, what you want to do. You can show up on the calls, you can go to the trainings or not, you know, and that's where it's totally different to a corporate job. And it's your responsibility to show up. It's as simple as that. So, you know, for a lot of people, what happens is when you first start your business, you're just grateful that someone said yes. You know, like, oh my god, can I show you anything? Can I record it? Can I send you the videos? Can I do this? Can I do that? You know, and after a while, you realize that you can actually help people too much, and then they don't get independent or become independent. When actually we start as independent, you're in business by yourself, but not on your own. There is so much information up the yin yang that you can access, and everyone will answer questions as long as you try to find the information yourself. So, you know, the taking responsibility, when you really take responsibility and realize you are in charge, then you can jump. You know, you really, right, I can talk to 10 people a day, no problem. I can talk to, you know, that's when you really see people shift. That's the whole thing. Exactly, Jane, the cream will rise to the top, because when you really do get stuck in, it's amazing how empowering. It's the most amazing feeling that you are in charge. Most people are in jobs where they're not in charge of their life. You know, they could be made redundant at any moment, you know, and they're told to do something, and then the goalposts change. And that's the biggest cause of stress, is not being in control of your life. I've never been so well in my whole life because I'm actually in control of my whole day. You know, I came out to DC for 5 days because I wanted to, because I can, frankly. And meanwhile, I'm prospecting all over the place. I'm speaking to people wherever I am. It feels incredible to like land in DC and like run my business. This is a business expense. I've got a hotel. I've got it all. You know, why not go somewhere else and just land and go and speak to people wherever you are and chat to them. They love an English accent, you know, in America. So just chat to people and meet them. I want a team in America. I mean, I just do. So I thought, I really want to see Imi. I'm gonna go meet some people in America. Here I come. So thank you, everyone. So, and then number 8 is be positive. So again, incredibly simple, but so true. So whatever happens, you know, instead of going, oh, that person didn't show up, or I can't speak to any people, you know, like all of this, you could think, okay, I invited 5 people, 1 person showed up. Great, I've got 1 person, they showed up. And, you know, you can follow up, you can like see how they are, whatever, but if they don't come, they don't come, you know. And it's like, the way to like speak to people to get help with them is say, I could really do with some help with this, you know. That's how to like kind of speak to your upline or get help from something, rather than coming at it in perhaps a needy way or a kind of negative way. You know, always be as positive as you possibly can, because you attract what you are. Everyone wants the happy person on their team, right? Watch out, use the margin. Yeah, Jeannie the Fistic. So, you know, those 8 points for me literally smacked me between the eyes. And this was a couple who at AAC last year, they decided, they're a husband and wife team, and they were region by December. Okay, they came home and they started working hard. And then he showed some hilarious pictures of his wife literally asleep in bed with her phone, like falling under, because she'd literally just dropped to sleep. They just worked their socks off. It's as simple as that. They did everything. They spoke to everything. They followed these laws of success, and there they are. And literally, you can do it if you decide to do it. They are a power couple. That's true, Kels. So in a nutshell, don't try, do. Be coachable. 10 asks a day, he was saying. Be persistent. Be growth orientated. Have vision. Take responsibility. And be positive. That's it. That's Arbonne. You don't need to get a degree. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You actually need to just get tough, and you need grit. And it's as simple as that. You just need to keep doing this. So that's it. That's it. Switch or spend. That's what we're going to teach people. Everything in their showers, change to this and vegan protein. So that's it, my darlings. Any questions? Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. You are so welcome. Do you know what you have in your hands? Literally, it's incredible. Freedom, true freedom you have. Absolutely. You are so welcome. And we cannot wait for 8 to be great to start, but it doesn't mean you need to wait for anything. You can start right now. You can get on your phone. You can be contacting people You can be planning trips where you will meet people. You can enjoy your summer to the max, 120%, and just see it as an opportunity to meet new people. So, good evening, everyone. That's it from me. Bye. Thank you, Carol.
Forward it.
Good done, everyone.
Time to get to the chorus.
He's so great, that guy.
Oh,
Gonna have a bit of a boogie. Just do a Rachel Hollis. Go and put on a few vibes. 10 minutes. Jump up and down. Make some calls.
oh, it's going to take ages to get to chorus. I can't work it out. If anyone wants to go, feel free to go. I'll stop recording.
You don't have to wait for the chorus.